It's a hard one because everyone thinks it's never going to happen to us, and money up front now is very hard to pay. Well, first of all, it acknowledges that we are getting more storms, more fires, more floods. And the scientists tell us that this is a consequence of climate change. And in the insurance industry, we have data that measures that. And so the assumption is if it's climate change related, it's going to continue to increase. The insight that the industry has and the Productivity Commission has is that if you spend money ahead of a major storm or a major flood or a major fire, making sure that the communities and their assets are going to be less damaged by that event than if you hadn't done it, then the multiplier on the savings is enormous. It is an enormous, enormous multiplier. So to get that investment in beforehand, before you've got communities that have lost everything they've had, that have lost their memories, that have been shattered, that have had huge personal damage, insurance industry can come in and pay for that. But it's much less expensive and it's much less harmful to those communities to have made sure they hadn't suffered in that way first. And let me give you just one example. Remember Darwin? Only those of you who are really old will remember Darwin. An appalling cyclone that went through Darwin. Have you heard in the news anything, any time since then, about Darwin being hit again? No. And it's not because the storms have stopped, and it's not because the winds have stopped, but it's because the building code that was used to rebuild Darwin made Darwin much, much safer for the community to live in. And that's really what we're talking about.